know many of us are.
I know many of us are.
Or are not Christians.
Or not Christians.
I know many of us are Christians.
I know many of us are Christians.
Either way, I know I am in a holy space.
Either way, I know I'm in a holy space.
A place that I find sacred.
A place that I find sacred.
And I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
Speak up.
About 50 years ago,
About 50 years ago,
King was arrested in Birmingham.
King was arrested in Birmingham.
And from Birmingham in a jail,
And from Birmingham in jail,
he wrote a famous letter.
he wrote a famous letter.
Clergy from other denominations
Clergy from other denominations
asked Dr. King why he was doing this now.
asked Dr. King why he was doing this now.
Why stand up now?
Why stand up now?
This can wait.
This can wait.
We'll make it better soon.
We'll make it better soon.
And King answered him
King answered him
to say that there is nothing like the fierce urgency of now.
to say that there is nothing like the fierce urgency of now.
Today we face the fierce urgency of now.
Today we face the fierce urgency of now.
And we are doing so as Dr. King would. 3 years ago,
3 years ago,
Barack
Obama
spoke passionately about the fierce urgency of now.
spoke passionately about the fierce urgency of now.
And 3 years ago,
3 years ago,
we faced fierce urgency
we faced fierce urgency
because the world was collapsing around us.
because the world was collapsing around us.
In that moment,
In that moment,
asked to meet that challenge,
asked to meet that challenge,
Barack Obama failed.
Barack Obama failed.
Because we're still in trouble.
Because we're still in trouble.
And that is why we are here.
That is why we are here.
Because we still face the fierce urgency of now.
Because we still face the fierce urgency of now.
Because almost 1 out of 10 of us are out of work.
Because almost 1 out of 10 of us are out of work now.
Because many people do not have a place to sleep.
Because many people do not have a place to sleep.
Because they could ask us to bail out Wall Street again.
Because they could ask us to bail out Wall Street again.
We stand
We stand
to face the fierce urgency of now.
To face the fierce urgency of now.
We are the manifestation
We are the manifestation
of the fierce urgency of now.
of the fierce urgency of now.
We owe it
We owe it
to stand in the legacy of Dr. King.
to stand in the legacy of Dr. King
And to face the fierce urgency of now.
and to face the fierce urgency of now,
As he did.
as he did. Amen.
You know, because we're in the condition that we're in today, because I am the problem. You know, we stand here and we look at this because we haven't done anything. We're the problem. You need to solve the problem. You need to solve you. If you're not willing to stand in the way or get in the way, you might well go home. This is a struggle. I went through it. And I get feelings every time I hear about it. I run through over there every day, almost, or twice a week. And I get feelings when I come over here and see the court is shambled. I get feelings. I can't help it. I went through it. I'm 63 years old, and I see it coming back from yesterday to today. And we just stand here. We have a problem. Now it's touching you, and it's touching you, and it's touching you. Welcome to the struggle. Black folks been going through this for years. No, I'm not the solution. We are the solution. We are. As the group, you are the solution.
We are the solution.
All you gotta do is hard work for it.
We are the solution. We are the solution. We are the solution. We are the solution. We are the solution.
I was getting ready to go to bed and y'all woke me up again. I woke up this morning and I woke up again. If you're not willing to get in the way, if you're gonna get in the way, you're gonna cause some problems. You okay? You're not willing to get in the way. You gotta get in the way.
You need leaders.
No, you need yourself.
Yeah!
Quit looking for a leader and start doing it yourself.
Yes!
What you looking for? You are nothing without God. Yeah, get God in with you, okay, baby? But look here. Quit looking for somebody to lead you. If everybody leads you and lead everybody else, you be okay.
He leads.
Amen.
Okay, well, let us lead us, okay? The thing is, though, you know what I'm talking about.
Appreciate your words of wisdom.
All right, buddy.
Lead yourself.
And your experience. This is a struggle. We are the solution. By the grace of God,
I agree with that.
we will bring about a solution. We will not back down.
Shut up.
We will not shut up.
We will not sit down.
We will not sit down.
We stood up.
We stood up.
Spoke up.
We spoke up.
Prayed up.
Prayed up.
Cause of righteousness.
Because of righteousness.
Need to be heard.
Mic check.
Check.
Mic check.
I know there's a lot of people.
That
We're raising their hand a minute.
we're raising our hand a minute ago.
We want to create space
We want to create space
for anybody to share their feelings
for anybody to share their feelings
on the impact
on the impact
of Dr. King's legacy
of Dr. King's legacy
on either this movement
on either this
or your
movement
personal life.
or your personal life.
So that space
That
is
space
right here and right now.
is right here and right now.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Martin Luther King said
Martin Luther King said
in his speech about the war in Vietnam
in his speech about the war in Vietnam
that any nation that spends
that any nation that spends
more money on war
more money on war
and defense
or offense
more money than it does on its social programs
more money than it does on its social programs
is sick.
is sick.
And I believe that this nation has been sick for a long, long time.
And I believe this nation has been sick for a long, long time.
And I can't pay taxes and feel sick anymore.
I can't pay taxes and feel sick anymore.
I believe from his legacy,
I believe from his legacy,
we should pull his message of nonviolence
we should pull his message of nonviolence
and his desire
and his desire
to equalize the budget
to equalize the budget
of this nation, to be in the welfare of the people,
to be in the welfare of the people
and not to cause destruction
and not to cause destruction
in other people's lives.
in other people's lives.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I'm a junior in high school.
I'm a junior in high school.
Very interested in economics
Very interested in economics
and widespread change.
and widespread change.
Basically,
Basically,
a nerd. And I'm a young radical.
and I'm a young radical.
And no one at my school takes me seriously.
And no one at my school takes me seriously.
And I think
And I think
that anyone else like me
that anyone else like me
and anyone else like us,
and anyone else like us,
we reflect
we reflect
what those of the civil rights movement of the 60s
what those of the civil rights movement of the 60s
had to go through in their day.
had to go through in their day.
Because 50 years ago,
Because 50 years ago,
they said we couldn't integrate the schools.
they said we couldn't integrate the schools.
So I'd like to see them say
So I'd like to see them say
that we can't do what we've set out to do now.
that we can't do what we set out to do now.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I was a junior in high school
I was a junior in high school
when Dr. King was murdered.
when Dr. King was murdered.
I remember
I remember
feeling very isolated,
feeling very isolated,
even though it was 1968.
even though it was 1968.
It was Miami,
It was Miami,
and it was the Cuban community in Miami,
and it was the Cuban community in Miami,
which was very reactionary
which was very reactionary
because it was mostly emigres against the revolution.
because it was mostly immigrants against the revolution.
Don't be discouraged.
Don't be discouraged.
The majority of the people of the world are with us.
The majority of the people of the world are with us.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Martin Luther King
Martin Luther King
fought for equality.
fought for equality.
He failed.
He failed,
But his dream,
but his dream,
his legacy,
His legacy
lives on
lives on
in all of us.
in all of us.
We try to continue
We try to continue
his fight,
his fight,
his dream,
his dream,
his struggle
his struggle
for a better,
for a better,
more equal
more equal
America.
America
For us,
for us,
for future generations,
for future generations,
for the world.
for the world.
We want
we want
peace.
Peace.
We want equality.
Equality.
We want change.
Change.
We want it.
We want it
now.
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 Now. Mic check.
I was a teenager
I was a teenager
in Albany, Georgia. And Dr. King and all of his people like you in Albany. I would not say that Dr. King failed. In any way. Because the Lord used him
because the Lord used him
to raise our awareness
to raise our
to
awareness
the reality of this world. The fact is, we are all in this together. The poor, all alike. It is unfortunate that greed has overtaken our country. But we are not to be weary in well-doing.
Martin Luther King, he was the honorable man.
Martin Luther King was the honorable man.
And it's a privilege to be here
It's a privilege to be here
at this gathering today.
at this gathering today.
But what about the people
What about the people
who's really living a major struggle
who's really living a major struggle?
for convicted felonies?
Convicted felonies.
Teenage girls out here prostituting. I mean, this.
Teenage girls out prostituting.
What can we do to try to stop a lot of this and help people?
What can we do to try to stop a lot of this and help people?
Because, like I said, I'm 39 years old.
I'm 39 years old.
And I read a lot of history books.
And I've read a lot of history books.
But we need to put action
But we need to put action
up and try to cure this problem that's going on.
on the problems going on.
And I thank y'all and I bless y'all.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I'm 20 years old.
I'm 20 years old.
I don't know a lot about the world,
I don't know a lot about the world,
but I do know one thing.
but I do know one thing.
That hatred,
Hatred,
envy,
envy,
greed,
lust,
these things do not matter anymore.
these things do not matter anymore.
Love, peace, unity, justice.
Justice.
These are the things that matter in this day and time.
These are the things that matter in this day and time.
I am happy
I'm happy
to see all y'all
to see all y'all
out here representing what's going on.
representing what's going on.
Without us,
Without
the future was lost.
the future is lost.
Young, old, together, we will change this.
We will change this.
People in the constant struggle.
People in the constant struggle.
We are those people in that constant struggle.
We are those people in that constant struggle.
Talk about change.
You want to talk about change?
We are the change.
We are the change.